Actually, that second one. Anyways, Winger, well, she's only 17. Reb Beach, in my opinion, is underrated, and I don't understand why he's underrated. He's that good, man. I watched a little thing where he was talking about Metallica, and you know, I like Metallica too, but you know, back in the day, Metallica, I guess, was throwing darts at like a Winger board, and then you got shows, you know, just certain people, man. Another one was Howard Stern. I remember way back bagging on him. Why do people do that, man? And then people that are weak-minded just follow the trend because so-and-so says it's not cool, then it can't be. I mean, Howard Stern said the same thing about Journey. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Try to play Neil Schon stuff. Try to play Reb Beach's stuff. He is an amazing guitar player, man. So, to me, it pisses me off that Metallica did that. It gives me less respect when bands feel the need to do that. Reb Beach is a very accomplished guitar player, and I don't know, man. You guys need to support Reb Beach. If you want to become a better guitar player, listen to Reb Beach. Take it from me, man. I've been teaching since 1992. This is all I've done. And I know he played for Dokken for a while and stuff, but check out his stuff, man. I don't know if he has a YouTube channel, but go subscribe, man, and watch the dude. And he's cool too. He's a no-nonsense guy. So shame on Metallica and Howard Stern for doing that. And if you guys don't like Winger, okay, but hopefully it's not because someone else that you may have idolized as a band or whatever has said something, or someone you like. Screw that, man. The dude's a killer guitar player, and I'll say that now. I said it back in the 80s. I said it in the 90s when a lot of the grunge killed these shred players, and I will always say it. So Reb Beach, how cool would it be if you saw this one? But I know you're playing for what it is, dude. You're accomplished, you're a serious musician, you're a groove player. I know you got the capabilities to be a studio session player. You probably have been. So anyways, let's jump into this. On this channel, you guys know that, by the way, I'm supposed to be preparing for my website. You know, that's opening up in December, rockinguitarlessons.com. But I'm taking a little hiatus. No, I think over the months, I may have had 1 or 2 people request this. I can't remember, but if you didn't, I'm doing this because I want to expose you guys, if you haven't heard this song or Reb Beach, to go listen to him, man. If you want to become a better guitar player, do so, man. Reb's tuned down a half step for this. I don't know in concert. If he tuned lower, Kip Winger, you know, the dude's a killer singer. He's got a good range and a strong voice. A lot of times bands, even Journey, who has, you know, Steve Perry being the powerhouse he is, would tune down. So would Dio, the king of heavy metal vocalists. So, but this is, I believe, off the studio of how Winger did it. Okay. Kind of tricky. It's a real percussive type riff, and let's jump into it. It's kind of along the lines of, you know, Reb always reminded me a little bit of one of my idols and my inspirations for playing guitar, which is Eddie Van Halen. But Reb still had his own way, and he had his own way of tapping and the way of doing it. And I don't know. I just can't say enough about Reb. I've been posting stuff on my Facebook like crazy. Because you guys, if you're a guitar player and you want to get better, you need to listen to Reb Beach. Okay, I'll shut up about Reb Beach now for a minute. Alright, so you got to listen to those particulars, man, with stuff like this. Eddie Van Halen, man, he's another one that you really got to zone in. It's the way that he plays it, and that's how I feel Reb is in this song. To make sure you got the right strings, you know, as you're doing it. So there's some palm muting involved. And basically it's based off of an E major. He's throwing a suspended in there and stuff. But start tune flat, like I said. Start with the open E, but before you hit that open E, kind of do some pre-work here. Set up for, if you can be ahead of the game by seeing what's coming up next and it's not going to be in the way of anything, do it. Fret 7 on the A with your first finger, take your third finger and bar the 9th fret on the D, G, and the B. And if you're not super comfortable with that, just keep practicing it, it will come together. A lot of power chords are played in that fashion because you want to use your fingers to kind of mute out other strings. And I've said this for a long time, muting is just as important as the solo you're playing or the chords you're playing, because all it takes is, and I'm not even that loud, so cover your bases is what I'm saying. Try to avoid that extra string noise. Alright, so let's jump into this. The reason you need your third finger is because we're using our pinky for what's called a suspended chord. And then what I want you to do is palm mute So here's what's happening. Let me come up a little closer so you can see what's going on. Once you start this 7th fret on the D, you're palm muting on the D string. Then hit the B string, no palm mute. Then back to that D string 9th fret, palm mute. Okay? Every time he hits that, he's palm muting it. And then go pinky 10 B, and then back to that 9th fret on the D string. That's kind of your, I don't want to really call it a pedal tone, but he's going back to it a lot in here. Okay? And then lift that pinky off, and you're back to fret 9 on the B. So you should still be barring that. And then palm mute the D again. So. And then hit the 9th fret G. That's already barred with your third finger. So, palm mute the 11th fret G with your pinky. Lift that off and you'll be hitting that 11 G. That's why I don't want you to lift any of this stuff up here. And then right back to 11 G. By the way, I have a little bit of delay on here. Don't let it confuse you. And then hit the 9th fret B. No palm mute on that. And then the 9th fret G. Then move over to take this whole major shape, move it a whole step flat, put you at 5A, and then bar the 7th fret on the D, G, and B. Hit strings 5 through 2. Palm mute the 5th fret off the A. Actually, I think he's hitting the 7th fret off the D. Pretty sure. I gotta play it in context, man, because Reb is all over the place on this. It's smoking. Yep, I believe it's D. Palm mute that on the 7th fret. Hit the 7th fret B. You're barring it, right? Then back to 7 D palm muted. So. After you do the 7 B, shoot! Now I'm trying to remember whether he's hitting double strings here on the G and B. Got kind of that Van Halen Unchained vibe. Then hit 7G, and then go 7B and 8B. That'll be third finger and pinky. Your third finger's barring, so. Why am I screwing this up? Okay, then jump into the next part. Sorry guys. Brain fart moment. 3A, 5D, it's the power chord. Hit those in the open A. then go, that opens on the A, then go 3E, 5A, another power chord, and then go up to 5A, or 5E, 7A, so think in subgroups, guys, when you're doing this stuff, man, little pieces at a time, and you build off of it. That's the first chunk. Okay, so what he's doing, and this is common in a lot of music, not particularly just like rock and metal, but you know, you'll have like a chunk of this piece, and then the tail end will have a little different phrase or pattern on it. That's what Reb's doing in this. So the first one was the next one is different, but this part up here is all the same. My brain is fried right now. Now on the second time around, you'll still do the, and then go 3rd fret E, middle finger, 2nd fret E, 1st finger, and then a open power chord, which is open E and 2nd fret A. Now that kind of takes the place of a little chunk that we started with, so but you're basically playing everything else the same up here, but minus the low E string, because that power chord's taking the place of that. And then this one's going to change too. But on this one, you don't even go into the. It's going to change after the. Then you go. And what he's doing there is 5D and 5G, and I think he's using different fingers on this, but this is how I'm doing it. 5D, 5G, and then put your index back behind it on the 4th fret, G, and he's hitting the D and G. Out of tune. Close enough for rock and roll, right? Spinal Tap style here. And then, so hit those two, lift your 3rd finger off, and then you got 5D, 4G. But when you're a guitar teacher like me, those tiny little out of tunes drive me crazy. And then hit 2 opens, a D and G. Do that 2 times. And then 5A, 7D, 7G, kind of bar this here. If you hit the B, it's fine, but I would emphasize on strings 5, 4, and 3. And you're going to hit 5, 4, and 3, and then move it up to 7, move it a whole step sharp up to 7A, 9D, 9G. And then you're starting the riff again here, minus the low E, because this is essentially like doing this, which is essentially like the very beginning, where it's just an open E, okay? So, you would continue it out. And the reason I'm not going into detail here is I explained it all on the first time around, so if you're at this point, you should already know it. It's just the little tiny chord changes that are making a difference here. So you basically go back to that, and then he goes. I gotta remember. Back to the first little ending that we threw on. Okay, I wasn't even going to show that part, but I'll show you part of it, because I didn't know if I had all this part right. I was mainly going for that first killer riff there, but this is killer too. So you'll go open E, 3rd fret E, and then open A, 2nd fret D. Open A, 3rd fret A, middle finger. Probably, I think, quarter step bend it, and then an open D. So that 3A and then open A after that. So open D, 3rd fret A. 1 palm mute, I believe. And then here's what I call the lynch chord. It's a flat 5. It's 5th fret D, 7th fret G. And then go, you're going to hit those 2 strings, 4 and 3, and then go string 5 on the D and string 6 on the G. You're just flatting what's called the 5th of this power chord, which gives it its name, flat 5. A flatted 5th means, think of a tire in a car, it's flat, it's lower. Boom. The next lower place you can go from 7 is 6. I'm not even going to show that whole end part because I'm not positive that's right, but it's something along those lines. But that main first riff, so classic, so catchy, so creative. Reb, you're awesome, dude. Go check him out, R-E-B-B-E-A-C-H. And his music's just, he to me is so well-rounded. His tapping's great, his tone is amazing, and he's very clean on his playing, and he's very creative. I mean, he's just everything you would want in a guitar player, man. And he even played the Lynch solos, which I thought was pretty amazing of him. He pretty much played them the same way Lynch did, because Lynch solos, you know, it's almost like Randy Rhoads, where you don't want to change them much. So he kept a lot of the hooks that Randy would do. I mean, you wouldn't want to alter the solo to Mr. Crowley, you know, or any of Randy's solos. Diary of a Madman, as crazy as that is, it's just eerie cool. So Reb just seems like a good guy. So have fun with this riff, guys. Take your time. I hope I explained it good enough for you guys. If I didn't, leave it in the comment section and I'll clear it up for you. I'm doing the lessons on Skype now. If you want to hit me up for Skype lessons, my Skype name is Rockin' Guitar Lessons, R-O-C-K-I-N Guitar Lessons, and those are going great, man. It's a good way to really just personalize your learning. And you know, like you guys, a lot of you guys know, I've been teaching full-time since 1992. I started as a kid, and I was intimidated to do the Skype thing, and enough of you guys talked me into it, so I'm doing it, and it's killer, man, because you get to work on the things you want. You're more comfortable, you can ask the questions and have them answered right there. I'm not big on the whole theory thing, and I can teach it. I'm not advanced in theory, but I'm not knocking teachers that use a lot of theory, but it's just not the way I do it. I can get results, man. I know from over 2 decades of teaching how to get results out of my students, and most of you cats, man, you want to learn how to play and get jumping and start a band and be able to play along with your favorite band, and I know how to teach that. So and I know how to get results and make you a better player without you having to read like a science book to figure out music, okay? So thanks, guys. I have my first DVD, the Ultimate Beginner's Guide DVD, available. Hit me up at rockinguitarlessons@hotmail.com. I have a tutorial on the Skype lessons that has the pricings for it, and also for the Ultimate Beginner's Guide DVD on my website, which, man, let's see if I put my foot in my mouth. I don't think I did, though, because we were gaining ground quick. That should be really quick, guys. I told you before 2013, so, you know, if you do the math, we don't have a lot of days left. So I wasn't supposed to be out here doing the YouTube lessons, man, the free lessons for you guys, but I've done a bunch of uploads for the website, and I need to get back, and I've been listening to Red Beach for like a few days, and I'm like, God, man. So I want to come out here and do a winger song. Alright, talk to you later, man. If you don't mind, tell your friends, spread the word about me, spread my videos around. And at this channel, you know, I like to give you the way these actual bands are playing them. There's no offense to other teachers that want to give simplified versions or this or that, but I do trust my ear, and so I do my homework, and if I have to look for finger placement from a live concert or whatever, if that's necessary, I'll do it. Thanks for tuning in. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. The YouTube community is smoking, and my subscribers are the best. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon. told you I don't know it all. See, even us guitar players, we get brain farts, man. Rock on. Go listen to Winger. Go listen to Red Beach or what he did with Dawkins. But support Red Beach. Later.